Hey, what's going on, everybody? I have completely destroyed my legs. It's hard to walk, and I am procrastinating on eating my last meal of the day. So I'm going to talk about what's on my mind. And yeah, it's like literally just 11 ounces of cooked shrimp. That's what it is. So anyway, I see a lot of people, and it's like most gym casuals, to whatever degree, whichever side of the pendulum they want to be on, they're just wrong about everything. And the people that feel most justified, well, they all feel wrongfully justified, but it's the people that are strictly science based. And I get it, because I used to be that guy when I was like 18 through I don't know, 21 or 22. So like it was a decent amount of time where I'm like, oh, well, these studies on intermittent fasting say this and that and that, and I'm going to apply all of these things because hit interval cardio training is the best and is the best and all this, and you know what it equates to? You're just spinning your wheels. You're spinning your fucking wheels over and over with a ton of stuff. And yes, science is very useful when it's applied towards certain things. More and more training science is coming out, which is like beneficial, but if anything, it's vindicating a lot of things bodybuilders have anecdotally known for decades, which is training to failure or extremely close to it elicits the greatest response in muscle growth, like things like that. But people, like, they only want to go off of that, and that is going to leave you with very minute progress. And a big thing with the science-based community is they're always talking smack on gear, and the classic studies to cite are when I think they had the two groups go on like 12-week. It was like a 12-week interval, and like one group was natural and one just like took natural and lifted, and one took gear and didn't lift, and they got like comparable muscle gains between both groups and all this. And people use that to reinforce the argument that juice is cheating. And all that nonsense. And you know what? Even here's the thing of why that's stupid. So even if those people, like, let's say, let me back up a bit, so I can, you guys follow the train of thought I'm on. So those are two groups of beginners, right? They're two groups of beginners. One's like, they're relatively new to the gym, and one group didn't even lift. So you have these people that are getting like newbie gains from being relative beginners and training for 12 weeks. And then you have people that are also completely fresh and have never taken testosterone before, and now they're injecting it. So both of these things are like two extreme examples, and they have comparable gains. But like, let's look at the comparable gains part there. The people taking the juice have never taken the juice before, and even if they did even if they went as far as to do a study where they're taking two groups of intermediates, and obviously the enhanced group is going to excel, that's not an argument that the juice is cheating, because it's the reason it's so stupid to think that is because that's not going to happen forever. Anyone with actual experience is going to tell you that all the same things apply, natural or enhanced. All the same rules apply to get big. But your first introduction to doing that stuff is going to have a very big change within yourself. So much so that like people are putting on like 8 pounds of muscle in 12 weeks, like with an extreme example of being a beginner and not lifting. That doesn't happen forever. That's not an argument. It does not happen forever. I hate when people are so dumb about this. It's a catalyst. That's what it is. The gear is a catalyst, meaning that it accelerates all the other components that go into getting big. Your diet, your sleep, and your training. Now, when I have to hammer this back, because I know someone's going to be an idiot and comment this stupid shit. You being completely new and then introducing that stuff is going to elicit a big change. That is not going to continue on a linear level forever. It's not. So I don't want to hear none of that. It's not going to happen like that. You're going to have that big change, and there's going to be a stagnation if none of your shit's in line. That's what's going to happen. Anyone that was too young to take the stuff and did it anyway and didn't have their lifestyle factors in check, they will be the first to tell you that. people with years of experience too. Like, I don't want to hear about Johnny Jerkoff at your local gym who did one cycle and they're like, this is the best, I don't have to work as hard. No, like, no, because he did one cycle, or even if he did two, he does not have enough experience with the stuff to realize that that's an idiotic thing to believe. And these people that are strictly science based, that's all they believe. They believe that, and they reinforce this argument that they've been getting portrayed by the media their entire lives, that this thing that they're introducing exogenously to their body is cheating, when it's not. You still need to eat a lot of protein and get a lot of calories to grow. You still need to get 8 hours of sleep. You still need to train to failure or close to it to grow. These are all three things that need to happen for you to actually do something impressive. You doing a little bit of juice and now you're the strongest person in your commercial gym, that means nothing. That's like being the tallest midget. That's how important that is. You're in a commercial gym. You're not around other people doing impressive things. Go to a powerlifting gym where like the weakest guy there could squat 500 pounds. Do that and see how quick that attitude, or how far that attitude gets you, thinking you could just fuck off and do whatever you want. But science-based people, they like, some of them don't grow out of that, and they feel like they have like this chip on their shoulder, and like they're like mentally superior to everyone, and most of their physiques look terrible because they often try to find a way to outthink working hard. That's what they do. That's also why a lot of these kids are now idolizing Mike Menzer and applying all of his training philosophies like completely ass backwards. They like the idea of twisting the logic in their head to allow them to do less work. That's what it is. You're going to find this forever. It's not going to change. There's always people like that. And I mean, they're never going to do anything impressive besides be that guy that bench pressed 225 for 10 at their gym for a few sets. And that seems like it's, they're not around actually strong people. So they think they're the shit for that, when that's not anything at all.